Hey guys, welcome back to Ben Talk Sports, and oh my god, it finally happened. After weeks of speculation and rumors, we finally have a big trade, and I think we've all seen the news at this point. James Harden is going to the Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and some picks. So in this video, I'm going to be going through everything in the trade and figure out which team actually won the trade. But before we start though, please smash that like button as it really helps out the channel. So, without further ado, let's begin. So first, let's start off with going through the entire trade. So the Sixers received James Harden and Paul Millsap, while Brooklyn received Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. Now before we can answer the question on who actually won the trade, let's discuss it first. Now when Harden was first traded to Brooklyn, everyone, including myself, thought that the Nets' big three was going to win a ring. But it turns out there are way more factors that goes into being a championship caliber team than we thought. And when Harden didn't sign the extension during last offseason, Nets fans got a little worried that he might leave in free agency and they would get nothing in return. But some others thought that he was going to ball out this season and sign a bigger deal. But then the whole Kyrie incident happened, which he refused to get vaccinated, and that caused a lot of tension in the team. While on the surface it looked like everyone was supportive of Kyrie's decision, it definitely affected the team's chemistry a bit, because he was essentially just a part-time player at this point. And a few weeks before the deadline, we started hearing some rumors that Harden didn't like his situation in Brooklyn and was gonna leave. But then it finally happened, and I just gotta say, I'm extremely excited to see Harden and Embiid team up in Philly. Now hopefully we won't get another 2014 Rockets again like what happened with him and Dwight. But now if we're looking at Philly's roster right now, I think a 1-2 punch with Harden and Embiid is almost impossible to stop. Because during Embiid's entire career, he has never had a pick and roll partner that could actually shoot and create shots for themselves. But now with Harden, who is arguably one of the best pick and roll players in the entire league, I think it's gonna work like a charm. Plus, Embiid this season is playing like an MVP caliber player, so combine his production with Harden's and the Sixers are definitely championship bound. And if we're talking about the playoffs, we know that Harden has a tendency to disappear in the playoffs, but now that he has Embiid he can defer to, it's just going to create a lot of great looks for Harden to hopefully make. Now moving on to the Brooklyn Nets side of things, adding Ben Simmons to the team is definitely what they were looking for. You know, one of the first criticisms that Brooklyn got when they first traded for Harden is that Brooklyn didn't need more offense because they already had 2 offensive juggernauts and that they needed perimeter defense. So now trading for Ben fixes a crucial aspect for them, but there's still some problems with this team. So currently, Durant is still injured, but he will more than likely be back for the playoffs, and considering he is still playing like an MVP, he has nothing to worry about. But then there's Kyrie's status, which is still a big issue, because some reports say that Kyrie isn't even close to even consider getting vaccinated, which means that they won't have him doing home games. So my question for Brooklyn is this: is Ben Simmons and KD enough to win home games? Because that's really the only issue, because on the road when the Nets have Kyrie, Durant, and Simmons, I think they're practically unstoppable. Because I know people love to clown on Simmons now after his piss poor performance during last year's playoffs, but I think we've all kind of forgotten that Ben Simmons is an elite defender and was in consideration for DPOY, and now that he doesn't have the offensive responsibilities, I think they're going to win the title. So in conclusion, which team do I think won this trade? I'm gonna have to say that both teams won the trade because they both got exactly what they wanted. You know, Philly traded Ben's 0 production this season for a top 10 shooting guard of all time, and Brooklyn traded offense for more defense and shooting as well, which they desperately needed, especially with Joe Harris still being injured. So overall, if I had to grade this trade, I'm giving the Sixers an A and the Nets an A+. Now let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of the trade and which team do you think got the better deal? So with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications as I upload new videos every single week. And thanks for watching.